Take a look at the erosion starting here. Slowly washing out under the train tracks. And that's happening because the water's too deep. This tie's not going to let loose. It goes all the way underneath the other set. The beavers built this dam here, so instead of the water trickling down here as it comes, now the waterfall, when the water rages, it's coming all the way up here, slowly digging this away. And that must be the entrance of the culvert pipe. They have it all plugged up with sticks. Right here it seems to be something happened to the rails. Probably worse erosion caused by the beavers. Because now they built a bridge here. I want to see what's underneath this bridge. Yeah. The rails are not even under there anymore. Are they? Oh yeah, they are. But nothing's holding them up anymore. That's one of the ties. The rail's holding the ties. It looks like some newer reinforcements down there. Just so it can be used for recreation. Wow. These are garbage boards. If you step on the edge, they break. They're so old. It's that time of the year again. Gonna have to start using tick spray. You know, up here in Maine, 40% of them have Lyme disease. But the good news is they actually have to be attached to you for almost 24 hours to actually transmit it. So that's the good news. There's probably some inside my shoes. They can just hang out there until I get back to the vehicle and I'll spray them all. As I'm walking through this high grass, I don't seem to be picking up any ticks. I think it's when I went down near the water. That's where they usually are. Usually when I'm bushwhacking through the forest, I would wear pants, but today I'm wearing shorts because I'll be able to see them climbing up my legs since none of this grass is taller than my knees. They'll be just contained to my shoes and I'll be able to pick them off pretty easily just by seeing that. This might be a bad tick season. The past 3 years, I have gone through cattails and grass taller than me. I have not got one on myself in 3 years. But back there, I picked off like 4 of them at once. Look at that, there's an old telegraph line. Crap. It's every time I get to one of these areas where there's tons of water on each side where they can breed, I keep picking them up. I think I'm going to end this today. Going to have to come back here with my waist-high boots. Then they won't be able to stick to it. The one good thing about these, you can literally feel them climbing up your legs. So they can't get to your body because there's no high grass here. Look at that big beaver lodge. You can see the water lines on it. One of their dams must have failed. That's why it's all dried up. It's very apparent the train company does not care about this line anymore. Multiple washouts in just a mile of walking. Before I turn around, I just want to see this one culvert system they have set up. It's the old electrical box for the railway, I guess. Really don't know what it is. I see some batteries down there, right? What's this? Never seen anything like that for a railway. Had to have been a battery backup. Alright, so far a mile of walking I've pulled off like 15 ticks. And I was being careful to walk in the lowest area. I'm only a mile deep in the woods. Thought I was going to be able to go like 12 today. I'm just not going to do it. These things are such a pain. I have to keep pulling them off as I can feel them walking up my legs. I'm just going to make a run for it, run the whole mile back, and strip down. Make sure none of them hitched a ride. Just going to make a run for it. How many did I get on myself in that stretch? Anything? Yep, I got one. What these things do is they fall asleep on the end of the grass with the little hooks out. So when something passes by, they can clip onto it without even thinking about it. Alright. Just ran for quite a bit. Not seeing any, because I'm not near the water right now. They're only in those watery areas. Got quite a bit of construction going on in here. Taking down some big trees. Here we go again. Even though it's been like 70 degrees for the past week, the mosquitos are already starting to come out, the ticks are already coming out, but the growing season in this area thankfully doesn't start until June 15th, which means we can still get snow into early June. And tomorrow, these ticks have an unpleasant surprise coming. About 8 to 12 inches of snow. And it's April 17th. They're not going to like that. Let's see how many of these guys hitched a ride all the way back to the car. We got one. Got two. There's got to be some inside the socks. Nope, I guess only two. Now the other one. I'm sure there might be one in there somewhere. So I got this spray here, which is for clothing. And this can go through the washing machine like 6 times. Never actually used it before. That'll kill any of them inside of these shoes. And if there's any on my socks I'm missing. Alright, that ought to do it. Hope this video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone. This is that culvert a while back I showed had like collapsed. But today it's actually handling this stream. And now that the water's dropped and not murky, I can clearly see it's right here. This is the culvert. The reason it's having trouble handling, see how it's all crushed? They brought an excavator bucket down here and they like messed up the whole end of it. But in earlier videos I've showed it's always been trickling down here. During the winter there was evidence it was crossing over. Well, that's not going to ever stop. These culverts are too small to take this during the winter rage. But still, see if we can improve this a bit. There is a bunch of debris stuck on it now, but that's not really holding it up. And look at the debris here that could easily get pushed into it. See if we can improve it for now. Oh yeah, we are. Look at that. Now something else I'm noticing. See this? This marker here is just placed in the ground. Must have got knocked over. It's not lining the pipe like that one. You see the indentation of where it is. So let's see if we can... It wasn't even stuck in the ground. Look at that. And look at this thing handling awesomely. Why did I grab this? I'm gonna try. Can I bend that open? It's actually working a little bit. Wish I had a good crowbar out here. Oh, wait. That's actually a really thick pipe. That was high quality when this was put in. It's putting up quite the fight. That's not going to improve right now. But at least it's handling. I can get some of the immediate stuff out of the way, but not going to make a difference during a big storm. So when this thing completely gets overwhelmed and jammed up, it rises here. This drainage ditch needs to be dug out. This ditch should be just above that culvert in case it gets jammed, picking up a lot of groundwater that you're seeing here. And going down to here. I've never actually seen this one clog though. Nah. Not really anything there. All right. Never seen that one with so little flow, because usually that one right up the street is usually completely jammed. Surprised to see that. Alrighty, that burned a lot faster than I expected it to. We had close to 24 trees. 5 of them were huge. As you can see, the diameter of some of these, maybe 14 or 16 inches on some of them. A couple of them were completely dead. Some of them burned super fast because they were hollow, and that was the danger, and that's why they were taken down. Full of carpenter ants. This will be singed down to nothing in the morning. Getting a pretty good snowstorm tonight. 8 to 12 inches, and it is April 25th. Pretty big one for this time of year. So these trees here, a lot of the smaller ones didn't have any noticeable carpenter ant damage. This one, the huge 16-inch one, did, but this is the best example here. When I cut this, carpenter ants came pouring out of that one. And you can see at one point the woodpecker was trying to eat them. But this makes room, this clearing, for new trees. Because there's quite a few. Like this one here is about 3 feet tall. That will fill in really fast. There's another one here. There's not too many out this way, but they'll grow eventually. Got a whole bunch of them here. I didn't make a video of it, but I showed it in that still picture a few minutes ago. That one tree where it showed all these hollowed out rings. And now here's the thing the carpenter ants usually do. They don't usually go up in the top of the tree. They only make the bottom few feet hollow. And the top of the tree is still completely solid. And when it's alive, that is extremely top heavy. And they come down really fast. And if you have a whole area like this, I only found it in the big trees, not the smaller ones, but still, they can go down like dominoes, and that's what you call a blowdown, and you get a whole ton of them.